betting on a game. No woman's gonna tell us what to do. And I've been over here just drinking beer and making that noise. Baby, I'm hanging with the fellas, bussin' with the boys.
Bro.
There you go.
There it is.
D. Hey, bro, we're making this thing shake last minute. Taylor, are we recording right now? For everybody tuning in, welcome to Bussin' with the Boys. I'm your host, Will Compton. I got Jersey Jerry co-hosting with me. We got Delanie Walker, the boy Taylor. He's out. Got some personal stuff going on. He is out in Canada right now. He wasn't able to make it. You're watching Jersey Jerry and I. We are out at New York right now because we are in the middle of Barstool Survivor. We can't give away anything that we're doing, but we're in HQ, Delanie. Like we're having to just make it work. Thank God you're on because I'm sitting here trying to come up with like stuff on the weekend, and we've been.
Yeah, I mean, you just poached me from the hallway.
I did, yeah. I said, hey Jerry, you want to come do this podcast? We gotta make about 45 minutes happen. Listen, and for everybody tuned in, this episode obviously brought to you by the Chevy Silverado, the most durable, dependable truck on the planet. The ZR2, the new ZR2, your boy has, and it drives like a dream. Head over to Chevy.com to learn more. Again, your boy's going off the cuff. That's off the top. But you guys are going to hear probably 5 ads. It's going to be a shorter episode. You're going to hear 5 ads. You're probably going to complain about it. Just know that it's all good, and the boys, we're just trying to make something happen right now. We're trying to make something shake. Delanie, he's just zoomed in from home. I was just like, hey, bro, can you help me out? He's like, yes. He's got the Spooktober merch on. You can go get that shit because it is spooky season right now. Jerry, like he said right before we walked in, I was like, hey, Jerry, you want to do this podcast with me? He's like, hey, yeah, man, whatever you need. He's bully mentality. Team player.
Work for the same team.
But welcome, both of you guys. Jerry, I'll start with you. Barstool Survivor, we can't talk about it, but
No, I'll tell you what, it is crazy.
it's
a
nuts.
crazy game. It's a crazy mental game.
People are gonna love. They're gonna love the series.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That first day, can't talk about it.
No.
That first day,
Crazy.
Delaney.
Is he up to speed, Delaney, about like?
Delaney knows like I'm out here doing this.
Gotcha.
He doesn't know like all like so. For context, everybody else, Delaney, Jersey Jerry. We were on the Pro Football Show last week. Fire episode, by the way. And so Delaney and you guys are acquainted right now.
Yeah.
But Delaney, we're out here. We're in it, bro.
I can see. I see. Did you take a shower at least?
No shower for me yet.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Wow, that's wild.
But I took one before. I took one yesterday morning before I got on the plane.
Yeah,
So I went through 2 challenges. I just. Did you see us sweating? We can't talk about it.
Yeah, that was tough.
Can't talk about it. But
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, no talk about it.
it.
But hey, the sleeping arrangements out here, like the boys are in it. Just know that.
At least do y'all got air mattresses? At least tell me y'all got some air mattresses.
Something like that, but
Yeah.
just hey, my back has been in shambles. I've had to do a thorough warm up before the challenges and everything else, bro. Let's start with, we got a segment we like to do. It's called the good, the bad, and the shit that gets you beat. Delaney, I swear to God, I'm really leaning on you for this. I got a list myself over the weekend, and I was explaining to Jerry because he's like, hey, what kind of segments you do? I was like, we do this segment now that we're in the season, like just over the weekend. The good, so good shit that you saw from your own personal view, like it's literally your own material, whatever you want to say. The bad, and then the shit that gets you beat. The shit you got to eliminate from your life, the shit where last week my shit was they got you beat was just wearing a Bears jersey, but those boys, they showed up on Thursday night. But that is the segment we'll start with. Delaney, I'll lean on you because, again, there's a lot of mental games going on. We got an elimination in 45 minutes. An elimination. We got to eliminate somebody. Again, can't talk about it a whole lot, but what's your good over the weekend?
My good over the weekend is gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big Deion fan. I like following Deion. I'm gonna have to say my good is gonna be Colorado getting it done against Arizona State with, I think they have 40 seconds left on the clock, and he takes it down, gets some points on the board to win that game, man. That's my good for Colorado.
Hang on. On that, I think that's a wild good. I think that's a wild good because they just beat Arizona State. D, what do you think about Shadur and showing the flashing the watch at the end of the game. Legit, what do you think? What do you think?
That'll get you beat. To me, that'll get you beat. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. At the end, like it was Arizona State. Y'all barely beat them. It's no need to go. We get it. You blinged out. If it was another, like if it was a USC or Oregon State at the end, I get Oregon. You can do that, but Arizona State, I'm giving you a good because y'all beat them, and if y'all would have that shit right there can get you beat at the end. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you feel about it, Jerry?
I have mixed feelings about it. Like, there was so much trash that was being talked about Deion Sanders, the team. They're not going to win 3 games this year. They're going to probably win 2 or 1 game. Dude, they're pretty decent. Like,
no doubt.
They're pretty decent. So, like, I don't really think he had to do all that. But, like, at the same time, like, fuck everybody else. Who gives a fuck? You just won. You won the game. You can kind of do whatever you want in a way.
When you win, you can do what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, man. I just, in my mind, like, I know the standard and expectation. Like, you hear Deion talk about it all the time. So, like, I love following the success of Deion. And then, like, when you beat a team that you're Colorado's supposed to beat Arizona
Of course,
State.
yeah.
And then when you go and you just flash that, it's like, you got to pick your shots.
Yeah, but also think about who his father is. One of the most flashiest guys that ever played football.
Fair.
Trash talk, flashy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, his dad was that person, so it's only probably right that he's going to end up like that.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point, man.
That's so true, though. I mean, in that aspect, that is so true. He's really following in his father's footsteps with doing all the flashiness and, being really cocky. But again, like, I take both of y'all sides, but like Will said, like, you should beat Arizona, pick your battle sometimes. But true, you want to show off. The fans were still there in the crowd talking crazy, so I get it why you would do that. But sometimes I think people look at that and be like, man, that's just bad sportsmanship sometimes. And it can go either way.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. What else is on your good?
On my good, man, I'm going to have to say, what was the old buddy from Jacksonville, the old lineman on kickoff at the end, destroying the kickoff returner, and it was a defensive lineman on kickoff. I'm talking about destroyed, old buddy. I didn't even see him in the picture no more after that, man. I don't even know old buddy name. I was trying to get his name before you called. I think he was number 72 for the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. He fucking destroyed the returner.
Bro, what was his name? Everson Griffin?
The D lineman?
The D lineman for the Vikings.
Vacant Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah. It was I saying his name right? Everest Griffin? Bro, he would play special teams at times. They said Everest Griffin would be like a gunner. He's been a gunner before.
That's crazy.
Imagine the size of that motherfucker. On special teams, bro. Fuck.
Well, Delanie's a big guy. He played special
Delanie.
teams.
I was just thinking like, yo, Delanie, you were on special teams, right? Like your first years.
Oh yeah. I played gunner. I played.
Delaney would be
I played all
team,
over the board on special teams. When you're a late draft round, 6th round draft pick, you got to pretty much do everything. So I played all special teams, but I was a dog. If we was on the regular show, they'd throw up them highlights, seeing me just demolishing cats.
I believe it. I feel like. Because you're already like a physical freak. Like those dudes who are like built like Delanie, like tight ends, linebackers, and they can fly, and they got like the mean streak to them too. Like you're not like ever blocking those dudes.
Yeah, like Kyle Pitts too. Like I feel like they don't use him, but he reminds me of like a Delanie Walker.
Yeah. I remember. You guys remember?
No, yeah, but he wasn't playing special teams. He was drafted to.
Yeah. He would never have to play teams. You got any more on your list of good?
Another good one. Let's see. Oh man, let's see. What's another good one? Oh,
I can. You want me to roll through my list? You want me to roll through my list?
Yeah, let's go through your list.
All right. So, giving flowers to Michigan.
I got one more, man. Wait. Let me get one more. 21 Savage was able to go to Canada, baby. He got his. He's the finally American, man. They just gave him to that man. He's finally American. So hey, that's the good, man. My man got to go to Canada.
Shit. Yeah, you got to give the flowers. My first one, I'll give Michigan flowers. Like They beat the hell out of Minnesota. The coach, it's Coach Fleck, right? PJ Fleck.
Yep.
He's the head coach. He came out and said, "Yo, that's the out of his however many years of coaching, that's the best team he's faced." Like, I won't say Nebraska woke Michigan up, but I'll go ahead and say Nebraska woke them up. Michigan's playing like lights out. So my good is gonna go to Michigan. The boys out of Michigan. I'm gonna go with the Bears. The Bears, I thought they were just a team that just gets you beat no matter what every week. That they were dead. They were over with. Them going into Washington and beating them by 20, I thought was massive, especially for Justin Fields. He's balling his ass off right now. I'm going to go with Jaguars. Now 3-2. A couple weeks ago, they were kind of in like a must-win situation. They were kind of like 1-2, like, hey, are you going to get back in the division? Because as you know, the AFC South is kind of loaded. Not loaded, but they're like the parity there is anybody can win the division. I'm not going to say loaded. But going 2-0 in London, taking care of business in London. The Lions. Massive win. You guys heard Big Cat spiel. Like, if you're going to be a team, you got to take care of the teams, the ones that you're supposed to win. They whooped the Panthers. I'm going to say the Bengals waking up finally, and then also Cheekwood's Pumpkin Patch. We had a nice little family day on Saturday out of Cheekwood. Great establishment. They have a beer garden for the adults that are listening. Beer garden, food trucks, and just a magical pumpkin world for your little ones. So I would advise you to
I used to have the best hookup at a pumpkin patch over at Stu Leonard's. His name was Francisco.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I used to save me the best pumpkins on the patch. It was a grocery store.
Would you have to pay for them?
Yeah, I would give
Or
him.
he'd just look it up?
I would tip them out. Like, hey, when you see like perfect pumpkins, put them aside. And this was like 2018, around there, 2017, 18, 19 actually. I would just have his number, text him when the pumpkins came around. Like, hey, same thing as last year.
Yeah.
Put a couple nice ones to the side.
You see a couple nice ones.
Yeah, tip them out.
You got pumpkins at your. Go ahead, Delanie.
What's a nice pumpkin though? What's a nice pumpkin to you? Like, what is a nice pumpkin?
Like
what does that look like to you?
So it's kind of like a perfect, like not a circle, but like fatter, like a fat like half moon on each side, kind of. With all the grooves like perfect.
Yeah, are you like deep grooves, or you kind of like you want
deep,
a little
deep?
You like that deep groove?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck, I love
like
pumpkins.
You like a thick stem?
I like a thick stem, yeah.
Thick stem coming out where you can just grab it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You like a taller pumpkin, or you kind of like a more...
Like a short...
Like a bully.
Kind of like
a
my
bully.
body, like short and wide, like that.
Are you embracing Spooktober right now? You got pumpkins at the Chicago spot yet?
I got pumpkins at the Chicago spot, yeah. I got orange lights coming on my trees in the back and the front next Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Oh, so you're embracing Spooktober.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
I got the kid. He loves the lights and stuff. Daddy lights. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I love that.
What's his name? Gerard?
Yeah, Gerard. Same name as me.
I love that.
Boys, we're going to interrupt this episode real quick to bring you Bojangles. I feel bad because I'm in Calgary right now. And in Calgary, Canada, they don't have Bojangles. So these people don't know what they're missing out on. But you have the opportunity, if you're watching this right now, if you download the app and you can get a free Cajun filet biscuit, use code Bussin, dubs. That's a massive dub right there. And then you can get the Big Bow box as well. There's 8, there's 12, there's 20 pieces, hand-breaded chicken with all the southern fixings. You really can't beat it. We've had it on the fall tour this whole entire year, and let me tell you something. My tummy and my soul is happy. You guys have a great day. Let's get back to this episode right now. I'm fighting through it in Canada right now. I'm going through an absolute war. We'll see you boys soon.
What, Jerry, you got some good? You got some good on your list?
Yeah, I got some good. I got some bad. Good for me would be the Steelers' defense. They really held their own against Lamar Jackson. They usually play him really tough. TJ Watt, just a freak, man. A freak. He is.
He is.
I mean, he is a freak. Like, they double and triple teamed him all day, and he still had 2 sacks. Like, that should be impossible. But somehow, some way, he always makes big plays. He had the fumble recovery, 2 sacks, couple tackles for loss. Steelers defense really stepped up. If the Steelers are going to win football games, in this era that they're in, their defense has to play almost lights out because the offense is a little bit anemic. It actually is anemic. So that's the good on their part. Bad for me would be Sean Payton and the Broncos.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of shit that guy talked, and his team is complete dog shit. They got to blow it up there. I mean, that's the only way.
So that might be the shit to get you beat.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
That could be a shit to get you beat.
Yeah, for sure. Like, dude, I think the Russell Wilson experiment's got to be done.
Yeah,
I mean, I know the defense is
he
bad.
hasn't played like terrible.
I know, but at the same time, like, hey, if he played even better, they might be in games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't give up that much and be that shitty.
Exactly. And like, you know, the Nathaniel Hackett revenge game.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Nathaniel Hackett. He's in the good list.
Exactly.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, that was a big revenge game for him. You know, they exchanged some words and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, that's kind of my. Also, Lamar Jackson he was in a box that whole game. Actually, forget about Lamar Jackson because I don't want to throw too much shade on him. I will throw shade at a guy that has me blocked on Twitter, and that is OBJ. I mean, that guy. I just want to say it. That guy should be worrying about family time with his little one at home and his wife and whatnot because he can't play football anymore. I'm just stating facts. He just like he doesn't have that he doesn't have that explosiveness anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like he has zero chemistry with Lamar Jackson. Zero. Like Lamar's guys are Andrews and Zay Flowers. It's really clear. Like Odell Beckham is rarely in the mix. I mean, 2 catches yesterday for 12 yards, I think, something like that, 13 yards.
So you think he's done?
I just don't think like
he got hurt though, right?
Yeah, he got hurt at like halfway through the game. He came back in though, but like I feel like he's kind of in a way like I don't even know if he's like a gadget guy anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's like I would take him as like a 4th on my team.
What do you think, D?
I mean, they just paid that man $18 million, and I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna ride with you on that one because I thought he was gonna come up, show out, be the old Odell, but it ain't looking like that. I think this is his 2nd injury already, and it's only week 5 going on week 6. I really just feel like he not in the mix at all. I don't even think teams even worry about him in the scouting report. They probably just he's there. He can make plays if he really want to. But right now we not focusing on him. So I feel the same way.
Yeah, like when teams probably play the Ravens, they're gonna be like, okay, let's try to take away Lamar Jackson's legs. That's number 1. Let's try our best to stop Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, and then. After that, I guess Odell, he's like one of the last options. You really have to worry about.
You eliminate his best targets. Yeah. That would be the way to go.
He had a good career, but I don't.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got what he got. He had like ACL twice. Yeah. He had like two major.
Yeah,
surgeries.
Super Bowl he had one, and then a couple years before that.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, people are gonna love him because of what he did in the past. But as you know, like sometimes you. Just don't got it anymore.
As you know, you just don't got it anymore. I'm with you. I had the Ravens in the bad just because like getting beat by the Steelers.
Not only getting beat by the Steelers, with a horrible offense. Their number 1 wide receiver didn't play. And their starting D tackle and Cam Hayward has been out the whole year. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and TJ did have a day. And the moment you needed him, like he's always disruptive, man.
Yeah, batting balls, he just does it all.
And if the Ravens are like a good contender in the AFC, especially like if they're gonna be the top dog in the division, like to me, you don't lose that game. Like I know it's the Steelers. Like I know it's just like
those
Ravens
games are always
Steelers
close,
are always close, but if you are gonna be a team, like Big Cat was saying about the Lions, like if they were going to be an actual 3-1 team, then they got to handle a game like that.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, the AFC right now is just up for grabs, to be honest.
You think so? You think it's the Bills dropped one?
Yeah.
Bills dropped one. It's kind of like it's Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's up for grabs right now.
I think it'll always be Kansas City as long as Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Bills are rolling, but that's a London game. Like, everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird game.
Yeah, it's a tough game to go show up for.
But that was a weird game. That game, you can't really count that game. I try to tell y'all, and then I found out they went on Friday. They went on Friday? And just to London. They went on Friday.
That is the shit that gets you beat, man.
Right there. right there.
What's the protocol for like NFL teams? Like,
So
did you guys ever play in London?
yeah, we played twice. Or I don't know how many times Delanie did. I know we played out of London once together, twice total. Like the Titans and Washington did the exact same. We flew out on Thursday.
Oh.
You go out on Thursday after practice. You get an hour or two after practice on Thursday. You get to the airport. You fly. You pop an Ambien, melatonin, whatever, to sleep that night. You land. It's Friday morning. You got to go straight into meetings. Then after meetings, you go and hit the field. Like you go in. I mean, it's like a jog through type. They don't put too much on you because they know you're just strained. But your clock is so messed up, dude. And then all Friday, you try to stay awake, but you can't. You sleep like all day. Saturday, you're kind of like jet lagged.
Yeah.
Sunday, you got to play, and then you fly back right after the game.
Yeah.
Some teams go out for a week at a time, like the Jags. They've been out there now for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's tough, dude, to like fly out there. And if he's saying they flew out on Friday, like that's even worse. I couldn't imagine playing after only being out there for 36 hours.
Yeah. Day and a half.
Yeah, they did a walkthrough and then played on that Sunday. Like, god damn, that's tough. When I played with the San Francisco 49ers, we actually went on a Sunday after we played Carolina. We got on a flight and flew straight to London.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we had that whole, and we won the game. You know, so I think it all matters on how long you out there and how well you can adjust.
Now that you're done playing, I've always been curious what it's like when you go out the week before. You got any good stories out in London? Did y'all get after it?
Yeah. We got after it. So in London, you know, they got massage parlors.
He went right for it.
Yeah.
Good ones. They got the good ones, huh?
They got the real deal ones. You know, you walk in and it's like 100 of them just standing right there. They pick.
Oh, like we're talking like rush hour.
Yeah. Rush hour, bruh. Hands down, like rush hour. You walk in, it's like, oh, you get a little scared thinking, you know, is this legit? Is this real? But we you know, you get to go and party. They gave us a lot of free time. We had Jim Harbaugh at the time, one of the greatest coaches out there. He gave us a lot of free time. We partied. We would go to the underground clubs, to the massage parlors. You know, we needed a massage. You know how football players do it. Not on no Deshaun Watson type shit, but you know, just getting some getting ready for the game type shit.
You need the deep tish.
Well, did you ever hear the story about that Steelers team in like the early 2000s, that defense when it was really, really crazy? After games, they would just go to Vegas every week.
Every week?
Every week they would just go to Vegas and just hang out, gamble, party, fly back to Pittsburgh, practice the next day, the week, you know, and then...
Them dudes were legitimately different.
Yeah.
Like Mike Allstott would talk about how they just get wrecked.
Yeah.
The night before, like just hammer beers.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'd be at 6 a.m, like just gutting it out with each other.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you ever do anything like that, Delanie? Like, were you ever part of a squad where you guys would hit the street, like, or not like locally, but you would go somewhere, travel somewhere for a quick night?
Yeah, when I was in San Francisco, bro, you know, I told you this before. When I was in San Francisco, we kind of like hung out a lot. And after we win games, because San Francisco was so close to Las Vegas, we'll take flights. Boom, we get it. They have a party bus waiting for us. We jump in that party bus, go hit that airport, straight to Vegas, party here for a day, come back. You know, we have Mondays off, so we knew we can get back Monday. You know, everybody be at the facility in the steam room. That's when you know, be like, okay, yeah, that was a good night, right?
That's when your steam room. Hey, when your steam workout started. Your steam room workout started.
That's how my steam workout started. You know what I mean? I got used to it. But man, in San Fran, we used to do it a lot. Every time we won, we went somewhere as a group. We turned out, and still made it back and was able to, you know, do our workouts and all that craziness. But we used to get it in San Francisco, like late 2000s, around 2008, 2010, 11. We was turning up.
Damn. Don't you know how open Delanie is about it?
Yeah, he's great. You ever? All right, if you're so open, have you ever used steroids?
Hell the fuck no. Look, let me tell you something. So I'm from Los Angeles. I've never seen steroids before in my life, right? I go to Missouri. I know Will from there. Yeah. I go to Missouri. they look at me like, damn, you so big. What you on? I'm like, creatine. They like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, that's it. You know, I went D2, so you can do whatever you want. I first time I ever seen steroids, he showed me, I'm like, what's that? He like, steroids. I'm like, I didn't even know what the fuck steroids like. So I'm scared. I'm like, I ain't touching that shit. But dudes on my team was doing it. I never touched it.
Dudes on
that's
San
not
Fran?
my play.
Dudes on San Fran?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, hey, so in Washington, I won't give names. I'm gonna say the player's name, but I'm not gonna give names that like I heard this from. But y'all remember Dirty 30, LaRon Landry?
Yeah, of course.
They would say at halftime he have a little tackle box. He'd have a tackle box and get into he'd get one of the boys and be like, hey, come in here.
Was it like an adrenaline shot? Like what?
Ha! It's that tackle box.
Did you see his?
Bro, you see his before and after. It's nuts. When he's standing there like this in that photo.
Yeah.
They said he was.
I think he took some though.
He had. Because
right?
he was like a monster, and then he had like an injury-ridden career. I mean, that's kind of like, what happens. That's like the symptoms of being on shit like that. Is you're more injury-prone type shit.
You get fucked up every year. It's just natural. That's just gonna happen.
Yes, dude. Yes.
I never touched it. I never touched steroids. Ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that question, Jerry.
Well, I mean, he's so open.
If you'll be open, you ever did steroids? On the shit that gets you beat, we'll have this segment sponsored by DirecTV. The overly direct take presented by DirecTV. DirecTV is the ultimate destination for pro football. It's where fans can get their football fix this season. Whether you're watching games live on TV or a streaming app, DirecTV has you covered. And you can get DirecTV without a satellite. My overly direct take is going to be the shit that gets you beat. Did you guys happen to see, and I know you talked about you're not as big in college football, but did you see the Miami Hurricanes operation at the end of the game?
That was horrible.
Against Georgia Tech, right? Under a minute left, and you're running the ball. You're putting it in the hands of a 18 to 22-year-old, and he gets stripped, and Georgia Tech scores.
Yeah.
And Miami's like not back, but they're like on the up and up, like being a Miami team. They're trying to build it. They're ranked 17, and they lost to Georgia Tech. Running an operation like that, like what are the fucking coaches doing? That's the shit that like legitimately gets you beat.
Yeah, I feel like the idiot-proof play when you're up like that and the other team can't stop the clock is just take a knee.
Yeah.
And I think it's only like failed one time in the history of football. I think it happened to the Giants. I think it happened in a Giants game where they did something like that. They didn't knee and the guy fumbled. It might have been the Giants. I don't know. I think Giants or Eagles, one of those teams. I think it was an NFC East team. It happened to years ago. But that's the only time I can remember it.
Man. Like I don't know what the coaches are thinking on that. I mean, that shit's brutal. You saw it, D?
The players like, man, what the fuck?
You saw, you saw that?
Literally, they read it. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, you see the O lineman on the bench, like, what the fuck are we doing? Which is like, yeah, hell yeah, you've got like if you're the coach, you gotta after the game you go back, hey, that shit's on me. I don't know what the post game was like, but if you're the coach, you go back, that's on me. That's on me. We should have handed the ball off. Like, I just don't get that line of thinking, especially when the game is over.
Wait, that was this guy's second time doing this.
Do what?
Yeah, that's what I was saying something about that.
This was he did this at Stanford before in 2018.
I feel like he's going to blame the running back. He's going to be like,
who's Mario Cristobal? That's the Miami head coach?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that. I just saw the game. I just saw the end of the game. I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, he did the same thing in 2018. It said, that's crazy. Oh my god.
And they fumbled in 18.
Yeah, they fumbled in 18. I think.
Like,
yeah.
What do you say if you're like a assistant or a coordinator or something? Like, hey man, like
I don't know what you do. Like, I feel like NFL's different than college. Like NFL, you can probably just say, whoever the quarterback is, like, I'm not running that. That's the dumbest thing ever, and just take a knee. College, I don't know if those quarterbacks have that leeway to kind of do what they want.
He should have got down though. He should have got down.
You talking about the running back?
Fighting for extra yards. Yeah, in those situations, that don't make sense. Don't go down. You don't need to fight for extra yards at all.
He was running mean too. Like he was trying to pop that thing out to pad the stats.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta be 2 hands, run, just get tackled, go down. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
He getting blamed.
Yeah, he gets a little. Yeah, he gets a little bit, but it would be unfortunate if the coach was like, "We got to hold on to the football here." At the end of the day, we got to hold on to the football. It's like, yeah, that's true, but you should be telling the boys like, "Hey, guys, like that shit's on me. That shit is on me for putting y'all in that situation. Yes, you got to hold on to the ball, but we should have never been there."
Yeah, if you don't want to lose the team, you need to put it on you, but also make it a point like next time just go down. Don't fight for extra yards, but the coach do have to put it.
The only others I had on my shit that get you beat was the halftime moment with Ron Rivera when he came out of the half. It was like, "Oh, what'd you say to the team?" Like, "Oh, I didn't really say, I didn't say much. I kind of let the players take care of it."
That was this week?
Yeah, that was this past week with the Bears. It doesn't look good, man. Like,
it seems like he doesn't care in a way when you watch him on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's like
he's not a good coach.
Yeah, because he had that 1 year with Carolina.
Yeah, that's it.
And they have a solid squad. I think Eric Bieniemy.
Their D-line is crazy.
Yes, and Eric Bieniemy, he could be in line for a potential head coaching job because I think you almost have to shake it up a little bit. Yeah. If Rivera doesn't get rid of Del Rio, like say he dies on the hill and is loyal to his boys, which I get that. I understand that. But it's like if he's loyal to his boys and he's going to go down with the ship with them, then you almost have to shake that up at the end of the year. And if not, you almost have to give Coach Rivera, like an ultimatum, like, hey, we're playing bad on defense, like bad situational ball, we're bad statistically, and we shouldn't be with the cats that we have out there, with the talent that we have and the investments we've put out there, especially on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and their wide receivers are great.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Dotson's a freak.
Bieniemy's been getting it going, but it's like you almost have to give Coach Rivera, like, hey, you're gonna have to make a change here, or y'all are going down. Yeah. Or you and that staff, like I think Bieniemy might have a shot now, could have a shot to like get his first head coaching job.
I will say this: one of the best teams I have watched my whole entire life, watching football, is this year's 49ers team.
Yes, bro.
I think they might be better than any Patriots team ever. They are that good.
It would be interesting to see like the side by side of like when the Patriots were undefeated. Yeah, I'm assuming that would be the best.
Patriots that's the best Patriots team I've ever seen.
But it's like I'd love to see the side by because they are, bro. They are a machine.
Yeah, dude. And they don't stop scoring ever.
And if you watch like just the line of scrimmage, I don't know if you was watching the game last night, but while I'm sitting there watching the line of scrimmage, number one, I love their jerseys, I love their colors, but the red is just flying around on defense, bro. Flying. Like Dallas is having to like run jet sweeps and try to get the edge because these motherfuckers on defense for the Niners are hunting, bro. That strip, that punch out by Fred Warner, these guys are screaming to the football, and the offense is an absolute weapon. Like anywhere you go, they have the line of scrimmage, they have Christian McCaffrey, they got Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, they have George Kittle, he got 3 touchdowns. Like they are a machine.
Scary team.
They're very scary. I don't think nobody's going to be able to. We thought Cowboys was going to be able to give them a challenge, and we thought that may be the only team that could beat the 49ers. But, sheesh, after watching that game last night, it's going to be tough. I even feel like the Eagles is not even equipped to mess with the 49ers, to be honest with you.
You know it would be a great Super Bowl.
What?
I would – like watching
you
wise.
About to say Steelers?
No. That I would love to watch. I'm not saying it's going to happen or whatever. I would say the Dolphins versus the 49ers would be a really good Super Bowl.
Just because of the offense?
Just because of that offense. Like, I know the Bills beat them down and whatnot, but I feel like the way McDaniels schemes and his play calling and the speed
and there's history there. Like it's McDaniels coming from the Niners.
True, exactly, yeah. So,
and that offense loved McDaniels when he was there.
Yeah, so that would be a really interesting and fun matchup.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be sick. Yeah. Who you like coming out?
Yeah, you got the Speedy Gonzalez. I mean, I like the Speedy Gonzalez Dolphins. I mean, they may show up against the 49ers, but after seeing what the Dolphins did against the Bills, see, I was high on Tua after I seen him play against the Bills and just how poorly he played. I just was like, okay, if he played against any team that has any good defense, he may be in trouble. So it'll be a good one. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? 49er fan and a Titans fan, so I'm going to have to rock with them 49ers on any way, any possible thing. But we have to see, man. I'm not sure. I just think the 49ers going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Are you more of a Niners guy or Titans?
I would have to say 50-50, but lean more towards the Titans.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the thought process there? Like, you played so long with the Niners, and then obviously the when we was talking about the fandom stuff last week, like you were getting more of that type of thing from the Titans, and I just I figured you'd say I would lean more 49ers.
No, like don't get me wrong. When I was with the 49ers, I loved playing with them. They made me who I was. Like, I was on special teams, and people knew who I was just because of that fan base. You got to remember, they diehard 49er fans. So it's a different tradition than the Titans, obviously. But the Titans, when I got to the Titans, that's where I showed up, man, be able to go to all them Pro Bowls and just be ranked top whatever I was at tight end. So, I got to just give out to the Titans, man. They gave me the opportunity to show myself, even though the 49ers let me play everything I possibly could. It's just 50-50. I just got to say I lean more towards the Titans, maybe because I live in Tennessee and I still do a lot of stuff with the organization probably.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And did you get were all your Pro Bowls with Tennessee?
All my Pro Bowls was with Tennessee, yeah. Nah, I was trying to get Pro Bowl special teams when I was in San Francisco, but that was a little hard.
The Pro Bowl's horrible now.
Yeah,
it's just no point.
It is.
I mean, years ago,
it's sick for the play. Like when the players go, like the stuff that they get to do. Like I went with Taylor.
Yeah,
like
that's
they
great.
get to have some fucking good times.
Yeah.
I'm like the guys who make it. They probably enjoy this layout more than anything
I'm
else,
sure.
just because you're getting rewarded for making the Pro Bowl.
But like at the same time,
But it's flag football now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I think the voting on it sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, remember, like, the Sean Taylor years, Pro Bowl.
Last year was a good example when I was going at it with the Steelers fan base.
What?
Remember? Because I talked about T.J. Watt. He shouldn't have been a Pro Bowler.
Oh, yeah.
And then somebody was like, oh, you only have 1 sack. And I was like, my sack was worth $9 million. I was making up, having fun. But, like, last year was like, who was it, Highsmith?
Yeah, Highsmith made it.
Like, but did he make it? Yeah, I don't think he made it. Maybe as an alternate.
I think he made it.
But I was thinking, like, T.J. shouldn't have made it because he was, like, hurt all year.
Yeah.
Even though, out of respect,
now
he's the man.
It's a popularity.
Right. It's a popularity.
That's
I feel
what
like some of the voting need to.
Yeah.
Like some of the voting, because it's like I remember when I was in Washington and we were game planning when y'all were coming out to Washington, and I remember like the scouting report on Delanie was like, hey, we got to be prepared, especially in the red zone with this guy. Like this guy's like he's like the best tight end in the NFL, one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He just doesn't get the recognition because they're down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So it always is. It's like who has the biggest market to have, like, if you got the steel curtain behind you, those big organizations, those big fan bases, you got a way better shot at making the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Like JJ. Remember when JJ was hurt the whole season and still made the Pro Bowl?
Yes. And I think still like in the top 100 was in the top 100 on the NFL players too.
Didn't even play the whole year.
Yes. I think we only have time for like one more segment because I know Jerry and I got to get ready. 10 minutes. I think the thing starts at.
Boys, let's talk about the way you approach life. And the one way to do that is when you wake up in the morning, you get in the shower. What do? You're going to wash yourself. And whatever scent you put on your body, that's how you are going to represent yourself to the rest of the world, dude. And with Duke Cannon's trophy game, you're going to smell like collegiate bragging rights. You're going to smell like that guy that might be a champion. You know what I'm saying? Trophy game. Where does trophy game come from? We know it comes from the Bussin Bowl, the most prestigious college trophy game of all time, dude. And Duke Cannon, along with Bussin the boys, we molded that thing together, and look what we got out of it. It's something beautiful. Go to dukecannon.com/trophy game, or you can go to your nearest Walmart. Once you go to your nearest Walmart, you can go and snipe up all the other extra goods they have as well. But hey, that trophy game, I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, it's fire.
What's up, D?
I got a good one. Shit that'll get you beat. You flying in the chick and she wearing another dude's jersey on your team, man. That shit get you beat. You know that dude on the sideline thinking, like, did he smack her? Like, did I just fly in the top? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Has that happened to you?
That ain't never happened to me. But it happened to dudes. I ain't gonna say no names, but
that's crazy.
I'll be looking at it saying like he flew her in, she rocking my jersey. Do I know her? No, I'm just messing around.
It's pretty wild.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. It's demoralizing as a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if that happened to me, I don't think I could. Like I don't think I can get erection around that girl. If that happened to me.
Yeah. Or if you do, you're just disappointed. You're like,
Of
man,
course,
you're like,
yeah.
man, you're like, man, I'm a cuck.
Yeah.
Would you let your wife and daughter wear my jersey to the game if we was on the same team?
No, what do you know? Hell no, bro. She shouldn't be my wife and he said my daughter. I'm just thinking Lil Rue right now, rocking Delanie jersey. What we doing? I'm out here covering punts and shit. What we talking about? Hey, so do you have I know we're not on the bus. Do we got dude wipes? I should be, if you guys are watching on YouTube right now, for the love of God, first of all, leave comments, get in the algorithm for the boys. We're trying to make something shake legitimately last minute. The boys, thank God we're having some fun conversation. But this segment is presented by Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes, clean your colon, no more dry tissue paper. We got the wet Dude Wipes. They're very comfortable, and I'm telling you, they make, there we go, a nice little after cooling sensation. Have you used them before?
Yeah, I even got the Dude Wipes bidet at home.
Yeah, same, bro.
It's the best.
What is it? The Dude Wiper 1000 or something like that?
Yeah, you got the knob. It hooks up right to the water line.
Bro.
Sits on the seat and you just twist it.
A bidet will change your life
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
change
the
your
best.
thoughts on some booty
yeah.
play.
Oh, it's the best.
I've never used it, so I mean, I've never used that before. What is the sensation of that, man?
D, I'm telling you, like you'll sit and you're kind of nervous.
Yeah,
You're
that
kinda nervous.
first one will shock.
Yeah, first one you're like kind of nervous, like man, I'm really about to do this. Like I wonder if I'll like it, type of thing. And then when you turn it on and it hits you, you kind of hit that little spark and imagine your butt cheeks clenching for a second, and then slowly but surely you kind of release and you're like, that shit's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You've never used a bidet?
No, man, I've seen them in bathrooms, and I've never really used one. I've just been scared, like you said. You're a little nervous to even.
Have you ever been?
I
about
don't even
that
want to
life?
like the sensation.
Have you ever been about that life a little bit with your girl?
Like me doing it to her, or her doing it to me.
No, her doing it to you.
Hell nah, bro. I'll slap the shit out of her. She touched my ass, bro.
Hey, but the segment is about the shittiest moment, Delanie. I want to ask you, shittiest moment of your career.
The shittiest moment of my career. Ooh. That's
Shittiest
a tough
moment.
one.
We was talking some good stories the other night, but like,
it ain't gonna be my career though. Not in my career.
Okay.
So my senior year in track, right? I was sick, bro. I don't know. I think I had the flu. I had the bubble guts. You get me? I don't know what I had. And I had to run the 100, but I sat on the bus the whole time because I was feeling sick. So the coach was like, just when you got to run 100, I'm going to come get you. You can go run 100. Long story short, so the 100 start. I get to the 100. They made me take the spikes out of my cleats because I don't know why. For some reason, at this track, we couldn't have spikes in our cleats. So I took the spikes out. Gun go. Slipped off the jump. Shit on myself.
Oh my God!
Take off running.
Well, I shouldn't be laughing.
Take off
I shouldn't be
running.
laughing.
it's a pedestrian.
Still win the 100. Hey, and broke the record tenfold. Shit
No,
on
you didn't.
myself.
No, stop lying.
I swear to God, bro. I promise you. I got the division championship that year, and I boo-booed on myself, bro. I ran straight to the bathroom and took because remember, we wore girdles under your tracks. I threw them girdles in the trash, bro. Wiped my butt, went back on the bus like nothing happened.
So nobody knew? Nobody knew?
Nobody. My coach knew because I was embarrassed. I told him, I'm like, man, I shit on myself. I'm ready to go home.
Man, I shit on myself.
So you didn't slip and fall. You slipped out of the blocks with no spikes.
I slipped. My hand touched. Once my hand touched, you try to use the muscles. A little bit came out, man. And it was. I can feel it as I was running. So I was trying to get that shit over with.
Yo, a 10-4. So you ran it. You're saying you ran a 10-4 and shit yourself. I think he's frozen. Can you hear us, D?
Yeah, I said it was probably 11 something, but I'm gonna put extras on it.
You gotta spice it up with the 10-4. I didn't know. What is your fastest time in the 100?
I think my fastest time in 100 was a 10-4. I think it was the divisional championships. I think I did run a 10-4. It's somewhere in my medals.
Yeah. Well, hey, fellas, I appreciate you. I've had people in the background saying, so guys on, yeah. We got to get back to Barstool Survivor. I think what I might do, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But for everybody listening, we might do like a little bit of an after show. I might let the boys, JP, the boys in the back, like do a little after show segment, so that way we can lengthen it out. That way we're not just cramming in ad reads, because we really are. We're trying to we had to make some shake last minute. Taylor has something going on. He was supposed to do today. Him and Delanie were supposed to be on the bus together. It was supposed to go smooth, but shit happened last minute. Shit hit the fan. We got to adapt, improvise, overcome. We're doing that. Jerry, thank you, brother. Guys might see an after show. If not, seriously, hit comments, tweet about the show, all that fun stuff. You guys are the fucking best. Big hugs, tiny kisses. Delanie, thank you, brother.
Always, bro. Always, bro.
No, I heard you.
You want to start out with this twisted question?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Rolling. So.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
God, I didn't say anything.
Mike's good?
Yep. Do you all want to do like a little intro or something?
Nope.
Yeah. Guys, welcome back to Nashville. You just heard Taylor from the airport. You heard Will from New York. And now we're back on the bus with 2 final segments of the episode, hosted by yours truly, and Garrett, and Jack, and Mitch.
What's up, boys? It's Twisted King Louie. I'm at the airport right now, but this twisted question is going to be brought to you by Twisted Tea, the hardest tea out there in the market, dude. Perfect for game days, perfect for pool parties, perfect for the fall, baby. It's for everybody. It is for everyone. Grab yourself a nice little hard iced tea, boys and girls. Let's have a day.
Mitch, let's tell the people the twisted question of the week, presented by Twisted Tea.
All right. Our twisted question of the week. Would you rather have more time or have more money?
More money, more problems.
Go for it, Jack.
Time. Literally, if you talk to any old person, they always say you can always make more money, but you can never buy more time. Next question.
I would agree. On a day-to-day basis, I wish I had more time.
Yeah, I mean, right now I wish I was loaded so I didn't have to, work, do anything. But at the end of this life, still be making more money, probably have enough money. You want time.
Would more time mean you live longer? Or what is...
More time, like longevity or current time? Like in a day, do you have more time?
I mean,
Kind of both.
we've all seen the Gary V clip. He's like, I would trade bodies with, I don't even know what it is. But
It's if when you're 60 years old, would you rather be given $1 million or would you rather be able to be 25 again? And they always say, I'd rather be 25. But I don't know if I'd want to live longer. I think the average life expectancy, maybe I'd want 5 years onto that, 5 to 10 years onto that. Past that, I'm not trying to live.
That's a good point.
Live that much
It's already
longer.
pretty long.
Yeah, so
I think of it in a day-to-day sense.
same.
Like during the day, I wish I could have more time to get more shit done or get my shit done and have more time for myself. So I don't know. That's hard.
Do we want to change it then? Would you rather have more time in a day or or live longer?
Oh,
I think that might be a better question.
the average life expectancy for a male is 75 years old.
I think it's lower than that. I think it's like 68, right?
Maybe.
That would suck. That's a really hard
77?
question.
Oh, okay, so it's gone
77, we up.
up. Oh.
We are up.
See what the women are. Because they say they live longer. But they definitely do not. Oh, this is equality, baby. Equality, length of life.
I'm seeing the same.
But
Somehow in Canada, they live longer.
I would rather more time in the day than live longer life.
Me too. Me too.
Well, more time in the day or live. I mean, how much more time in the day are we talking? Like an extra hour or two, or like a whole 12 hours added on?
Say if it's like 5 hours. No more than 5 hours.
Yeah,
Just give me an extra
probably
second.
more time in the day. You get some good stuff, whether it's sleeping, getting some exercise in, just having some time with like your family or friends.
I feel like you'd be able to have equal amounts of work and life balance in a more realistic.
The dopest the dopest scenario for that is, say it's like, our concert would be tough, but like say you're at Fish, it would it would be good.
It'd be 30 minute
I'm
long
saying
songs.
Fish because Jack was at Fish this past weekend. Yeah, like you're having such a good time, and instead of from 8:30 to 9 just being 30 minutes, you get to live 8:30 to 9, but it's like an hour long, but it's still only 9 p.m. Like living in those moments would be.
You had me at Fish, man.
Yeah, that would be hype.
I don't know if we've asked this one yet, and it can be quick, but would you rather know when you die or how you die? Have we asked that?
I think I would choose when. I don't want to know how, because then you'd live scared.
But then
know?
when you're counting down the days
Yeah, but
every day.
Tim McGraw lived like you were dying.
True. That one's tough.
That one's
I don't even know if I
scary.
want to know either of them.
I
That's
know.
scary, for sure.
I'm rocking.
I think I'd rather have more
I'd rather know
time
when.
and know when.
Because it would suck if you found out how and they're like, you die in a car accident. That would be the worst way to
That's
live
what I'm
life.
saying. You're going to be
Yeah,
so
that's
scared.
true.
You're
like,
so
"Fuck,
scared.
I can't drive
Hey,
anymore."
but imagine if they're like, you're going to drown. That
Yeah,
would be
what if it's terrifying?
horrible. It's like, well, hold on.
I feel like if you know how you could avoid doing, like if it's drown, you're just not ever gonna go near water.
But I am, though.
But like, I feel if
You're just going to stay inside the rest of your life?
no, but it's just if you're gonna get in a car accident, maybe not drive, or if you're gonna.
But you just live your life in fear.
Yeah, but then it's like if you know when, it's like that's always hanging over your head. Like I only got so and so many days left.
And if you know how, it's not. But it doesn't matter. You can avoid it as much as you want. One often meets his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it.
Damn.
You can try to stay away from the pool all you want. You're going to die that way.
I would rather know. What did you guys say? When or how?
I would rather know when.
Yeah.
I think when.
Cool. All right. That was the twisted question. How long was that?
3-1. I was 5 minutes.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Garrett, tee us up.
This is the tier talk for the week.
Your talk.
Who's it presented by?
Nobody. Could be you.
Could be you. That's why I asked. All right, this week's tier talk is going to be best games from addicting games or just computer games, specifically addictinggames.com. Tier talk, best addicting games.
I've also lost internet, so I'm trying to get this back.
Perfect.
If we had more time, we could sit here and wait for it, but we don't.
With no internet, it could be best. We could do a quick pivot to best neighborhood games outside.
Oh.
That might be a good.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
All right, due to no internet, scratch the addicting games. We're going back to where it all began. Neighborhood games with your friends. JP, do you want to start?
I'd like
Or
to
do we
hear-
need a second?
I think I'd like.
Give it a second.
Yeah, we'll take 1 second real quick. I think I can do mine.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
You got it, Mitch?
Not me, because she's still thinking.
All right. I'll go. I'll lead this off. I can't even think of. No, I got him. Yeah. All right. My tier 3, and this was a game that was mostly played at night. I can't remember for the life of me how exactly to play, but I just remember when we played, it was a lot of fun. And that is Manhunt. What are like the rules? Like you have one of your buddies is on the other team, and you have to go save him. Essentially, is that?
It kind of depends how you play, I guess, in your neighborhood.
100 different rules.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes manhunt is pretty much hide and seek.
yeah. It wasn't. I don't think I played that way, but yeah, Manhunt. Capture number 2, capture the flag.
Nice.
We my one buddy, like in my neighborhood, like he had like a perfect driveway for it, where it's like you had the high ground, and then the flag was on the low ground. You should make sure nobody was there to defend it. And then if you were able to grab it, you were just him for the day. And then my tier 1, it's not. I mean, it is a game, but it's very stereotypical. But just just playing tackle football when you're a kid with
You can say it.
What?
You know it.
No, I'm not. It's not that one. It's not that one. But just playing like tackle football with your like friends and just laying each other out for no reason, and just trucking kids and being the more athletic friend.
I was gonna say it helps when you're the most athletic, huh?
That concludes my tier talk.
One word.
Oh, really?
Solid.
Outside.
Athlete.
Jack, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of this one game though. That's
I cannot think of them
my
to
third.
save my life.
It was like where you have the football and like one person is throwing it.
I know
you
it.
Throw out a score.
You want me to go? God
that
damn
it?
it,
Yeah.
Mitch.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll start it off. Number 3.
God damn it, Mitch.
Number 3, jackpot. It does not require a lot of moving parts. All you need is a football and like 10 friends. And obviously, you throw up just random scores. You're like 5,000. You're like,
Dead or alive.
yeah, dead or love that.
Trillions or billions.
Yeah. So I feel like it was just such an easy game to play. And everyone's always trying to fight to be like the dude throwing it. So yeah, jackpot, number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with hide and seek, because like hide and seek, there's something about it, just like that adrenaline rush as a kid. You're like, oh man, I gotta find the best hiding spot. You
Yeah.
can play it indoors, you can play it outdoors, all times of the day, whatever. So yeah, a classic game. Number 1, and to me, this is my undisputed champion, and it's German Spotlight.
Yep.
And y'all are familiar?
I'm not.
Really?
You probably
I feel like it's probably
played it.
similar to Manhunt, but it's like you play in a neighborhood.
That's what I
at
thought he
night.
was going to talk about.
We might. Yeah.
And it's basically hide and seek in the dark, and one person has just like a massive, flashlight or spotlight,
Yeah.
and you have like a designated area you can run around. And it was always just like the aspect of it being at night always gave it a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
So fun.
Just get
sound off in the
beamed.
chat if you know German Spotlight. But yeah, that's my 3.
Classics.
Friends.
Sneaky.
You want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. I'm going to have to do
Way
Yeah.
better.
I'm going to have to do an honorable mention to the hide and seek. Classic for all the reasons Jack said. Any time of day, but specifically at night when it's like, it's terrifying when you're hiding almost. All right. Number 3 is going to be probably Jackpot. It's a classic.
Great game. Can play it on all
It's a
terrains.
classic.
Too. In
I
the
was
water.
really tossed up between that and Gotcha, but I just feel like you can play that one. Like you can still play that anywhere.
What's gotcha?
Like Knockout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How we played in Notre Dame. That was awesome. So that's number 3. Number 2, it's just a classic wiffle ball game. We used to have some intense games. Shout out Colton Hill. In that neighborhood in Chenoweth, we used to, people were making up pitches. Like we play with the Sheltons, and they're a huge baseball family. And so you got a guy throwing crazy curves and all this stuff. But great game. Wiffle ball is a classic. And then my tier 1 is going to probably be like just street hockey with the neighborhood kids. In Mount Juliet, we played it. I remember getting home off the bus, sprinting to the front door, throwing your backpack down, immediately going to get your skates and stick, and going to the cul-de-sac and waiting for the older kids to bring the net down. It was just something. It was the best. You played till dark. You didn't want to come in to eat, but it was a classic. Shout out outdoor games. as a
Real
kid.
life. Yeah. Wayne's World and Rocket Power.
Dude.
Sports.
Games.
Subdivision.
Miss those.
All right. God. All right. My honorable mention, similar to Mitch, but we would play ultimate football, which is basically ultimate frisbee, but with a football. And it was always sick because an older kid, like we'd always mix for all of these games, like older kids and younger kids. And so like having the connection with the one older kid, for me, it was me and this guy, Ray Coker. Shout out Ray. And he played quarterback for our high school team. And I was like in elementary school or like middle school. And he would just be launching that thing. And it was so fun up at the field next to the pool. So you could go to the pool right after.
Classic.
So that was my honorable mention. My tier 3 will be Kick the Can. And we would always go play it in our friend's neighborhood next to us. Y'all know what Kick the Can is.
Remind me.
I'm kind of forgetting the rules myself a little bit, but like you team up, there's a can in somebody's front yard, there's a group defending it, and they're also trying to like get people out. I don't know if you get people out by tagging them or not.
Yeah, I think if you tag them, like they're no longer allowed, or they're in like a jail.
Right. Yeah. You're in jail and your teammate can free you.
Yeah.
God, that was so epic because the one dude's house we had at Liam Smith, his mom always had like sodas and stuff at their house. So we would just get sodaed up and then play Kick the Can. Tier 2, wall ball. Nothing better than wall ball, catching somebody on the double tap, and they got to run to the wall, try to get there before you sling it. And there's no better punishment than pegs in neighborhood games. Because landing one, oh, yeah, wall ball is just so classic. It would be fun to this day. In tier 1, similar to Jack, ours was called just flashlight tag.
Yeah.
And similar to Ultimate Football, we would play, well, like while the kids were still in high school, it's like older kid partnered with younger kid, and you guys go hide. And then everybody in their neighborhood knows like the one crew that never gets caught, and like they have the ultimate hideout spot. So that's my tier 1 flashlight tag.
Classics.
Solid.
Literally both my words that I was going to use.
Classic solids.
Cul-de-sac. Also, another honorable mention to Red Rover.
Yes, bro.
That game was like when your testosterone really started producing in your body.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna go and destroy these kids. Like someone's labrum is getting torn.
Have we done recess games?
No.
Because I want to like bring one up, but I don't want to
Yeah, don't waste it.
waste it.
I have one that probably
What is it?
Let's hear it.
literally called Kick and Catch, and you just have two teams. Like
We played this
Punt,
at
pass,
recess.
and kick.
what?
Pump, pass, and kick.
Yeah, but like you
Just
literally.
punt wars.
Yeah, you're literally just kicking it, and if you catch it, you get to try and go to the other side and score without getting tagged.
Oh,
And like, but there's like 50 kids out there like at once who like, if you just keep running, no one's gonna stop you. But it's just literally just punt wars.
What's the game that we used to play at Sharp Top where you just
Kick it.
kick
That
it?
game was insane.
That's another classic. Has no like real end game other than you just keep the ball
stops
moving.
bouncing.
Yeah.
Then that other team gets a point. But we were playing at a spot where there was like a lake next to it, so people would like kick it into the lake, and you'd have to go swim mid lake and kick it out of the water, like you're on your back.
bro, the games at Young Life Camp are goated.
Goated. Yeah.
They're
you
so
gotta-
creative. How do they think of those? It's
Yeah.
so like mindless.
Dude, that's funny. Punt wars. We would play that at recess, and ours was just you punt it across, and if the other person dropped it, they were out. And if you
That's a good
drop
one.
the punt, like, oh, you're
That
crucified.
is a good one.
Wiffle ball, dude. My brothers would play in the front yard, and they just bullied me. Like they started out throwing it fast at me, so I could never hit it, and then they would tell me how much I sucked and all of that, and so then like I was like, I don't want to play anymore, and then my parents would make my brothers let me play, even though their initial plan to give me not play worked. Then they would throw it really slow to me, and I was just completely in my
Whiff.
head and just whiff. And then they're laughing at you. You're the younger one, so whenever we go by batting cages, I'm always like, God, please, I don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
What
gonna
was fun
miss.
about the wiffle ball is they actually had bags. Like they had a pitcher's mount. Like they had
Oh, yeah.
first, second, third. They had like it all painted off. So it was well done. And yeah, they had this one pitch called the J ball. You would just hold it like this.
J ball.
As soon as you throw it, it would just like jump up at you. And it was just, I don't know, just some of those games that are just, just go outside and have fun. Don't come back till the sun goes down. That was the best part.
Did y'all ever graduate from wiffle ball to like legit baseball?
No.
My one buddy, he had like a big like side yard, and we would like plan like, all right, hey, we're playing so this day. He would cut the grass in like the shape of a diamond, and like he'd have like legitimate bases, and like we would go out and make a fence.
And a lot.
We were like, it was just 3v3, but you're playing on like a 200-foot field.
3v3.
Yeah, and so we're
no catcher.
No catcher.
Yeah, you can't have a catcher.
And so and we were.
Matters a catcher.
That would take so long.
It was, but you're like 12 years old, so you're just having so much fun out there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
Solid
wall
tier
ball,
talk.
man. Wall ball is so good.
Oh, so good.
How long is it at now? 6 ads. So yeah,
We need to do what more?
if we do anything, it would just be to give your own shout out. No free shout out.
I have a pet peeve.
We haven't done that in a minute.
Either one, you get to choose.
Okay.
Garrett, start us off.
All right, now we're gonna do. It's gonna be dealer's choice. You can either do shout out, no free shout out, or pet peeve of the week. I am gonna choose pet peeve of the week, and it's something I noticed this weekend. And now you're in my head.
No, I saw
Did I
you
do that?
scrolling through. You got a lot of pet peeves on there.
Well, it's a mix between both. But I noticed it this weekend, and it's something I'd never really thought of, but it's always pissed me off, and I don't really know why. But it's when someone's on a walk and they're reading a book. I don't know if you've ever seen
go
that.
Sit down.
But some guy like is just walking, like doing this. I'm like, one, your spidey senses must be incredible because there's traffic everywhere.
Yeah.
Or what if the sidewalk like changes or there's a crack? I don't know. It just pissed me off probably because
NPCs.
like you're outside, dude. Put the book down. Look around, enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so
Nerd.
many other times to read. Not while you're walking.
I don't know. Just annoyed me. So that was my pet peeve of the week.
Yeah. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do my shout out, no free shout out. And my shout out, no free shout out goes to when you're in middle school or high school, elementary school. You guys are in a certain, say you're in the history section, science section of your class, and you get your textbooks that first day and you open your textbook and you know how you can see the names of people that are in them, and you see somebody's name that you know in that book. And for whatever reason, you just feel the urge, like, I got to tell everyone, like, hey, I know this guy. He lives in my neighborhood. He's in 4th grade, actually. He's one of the older kids. And you just can't beat it.
Did you ever put your name in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the
Just keep following suit.
well, in hopes that somebody's like, bro, I had your textbook. And then it never happened. But
That was a good one. Also, when you would like write on here's the binding, you'd write on this part.
yeah, somebody writes like a funny, or somebody leaves a funny note about the teacher. Like,
Get out.
yeah, like, I don't even know. I don't want to slander any of my teachers. I like my teachers. But yeah, that's mine.
Sure. Mine just kind of popped in my head just because of the whole middle school thing. But my shout out, no free shout out, goes to how important hugs were back in like 6th grade. Like hugging a girl at school was like basically rounding fourth.
Breaking news.
It was
Dude.
and it's like I don't feel like I've like felt a hug like that back in middle school in the last 15 years. So there's something special about that. Where it's just like very innocent, but it's like that was like the most physical contact that you were doing as like a 10 or 11-year-old, and you're just like, holy shit, man.
Or when everyone's watching you.
This girl.
Especially when everyone's watching you and they're like,
Oh yeah. Or even to parlay that, holding hands with a girl in like
It's
middle
a
school,
wrap.
walking around, you're like, yeah, bro, I am
Wrap.
seriously like this.
And getting married to that person.
Yeah, literally. Oh man,
having
yeah,
lockers
just like
next to them.
those
Like,
really
dude.
innocent relationships that like where
Dude.
it's not all about the bullshit. It's just pure. So yeah, shout out to those simpler days, really.
And everyone talks about it. Like, oh, did you see Jack and Haley? How they hugged before in the car
Bro,
pickup
6th
line?
grade, I literally had a girlfriend named Haley, which is even funnier.
It's always in the carpool line.
Dude.
I'll join G with a a pet peeve of the week. My pet peeve of the week is
Sexer Jack.
when you burn your mouth on food, and then
My tongue's right now.
like the next day your mouth just kind of feels like raw because it's like all that skin is just dead, and like that little part right under your front two teeth, that thing, when you burn that, it is like you can't eat anything right for the next day or two because it just hurts so bad.
Would you burn it on?
Pizza, frozen
It's
pizza.
it's like pizza or coffee or like something like that.
Yeah.
They said, do you blow on your food or do you your way through it?
Yeah, when when you it's already in your mouth and you're, it's like it's too late.
But
Can't spit it out.
Yeah, no.
Fuck it, I'm not
Yeah,
for
you're
the next
battling.
4 days.
and then you go and take another bite.
Oh, always.
Later.
Always.
Just thinking that it's gonna cool down just like that. Did you ever put your food in the fridge when you were a kid to like make it
Right
cool
after you
down?
warmed it up.
To like cool it down faster? So you can
No,
eat?
but that's hilarious. It's
I would
so
do that
funny.
all the time.
He's crazy.
No, but hey, maybe it was my shout out one
Heat this
time.
up real quick.
Maybe it was my shout out one time. But when you make like ramen, it's hot. You put an ice cube in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more normal.
That is
fridge.
so funny.
You would never like.
Here's how you make this. Heat it up for 30 seconds, throw it in the fridge for 3 minutes. It's all good to go.
Yeah, because like you're hungry and you just wanted to eat it right away, so you'd put it in the fridge to cool it off. Because it's like blowing on, it's not gonna like cool it off
Yeah.
that fast. So you put it in the
That's
fridge.
really funny. I think the thing with burning your mouth is I get more mad at myself. I'm like,
no doubt.
dude, like, what are you doing? You
Yeah,
knew
can
this.
see it.
Just wait.
Like you
Yeah,
can
you
see
knew
how
this.
hot it is.
Yeah.
But that pizza sauce will fuck you up.
But yeah, guys,
Is that it?
you know the deal.
Anything else?
Now's our chance.
Now's our chance.
How was everyone's weekend? Weather was
Solid.
pretty nice.
Yeah, weather. It's about to start getting cold. Sucks.
Depression.
We got 2 more weeks of cool, like nice
Hey.
weather.
I've been convinced that we're not doing the time change. Are we doing that?
Yeah, I heard someone mention that.
Yeah, somebody.
I've been planning it everywhere.
I think you said that is where
Yeah,
I heard
you
it.
told me that, and I was like, oh, I guess we're not doing it.
Bro, just put the time in the fridge. Let it cool off.
Bro, no doubt.
Yeah.
November 5th, it says they'll fall back. So
I don't know why I thought
does that mean we
the
gain an hour
legislator.
in the fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be dark earlier.
Sick.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Like,
That's literally my birthday. Now I get an extra hour.
well, it goes forward, right?
Fall back.
Wait, really? Yeah, I
So,
mean,
like,
I
yeah.
can read it, but it
It'll
just
get to
sounds
1 p.m.
weird.
and
For real? Zoom in.
Federal law still prohibits states from enacting permanent daylight savings time.
Bro, screw the
What
government.
heck, man?
Part of me kind of likes it, but I don't.
We want to
To
know.
sleep.
I wish I knew what it was
You know,
like.
I just like something about when it's really cold outside and it gets dark at like 5:30. I know that's like the whole reason people hate it. Something about it's like, oh, we're in winter now. It's like that's like we're there.
I don't know. I think I would
can't get
like
there.
to know.
And I like when we get back into the spring. We're like, oh shit, finally we get more daylight.
Yeah, that part is nice, but I just feel like even if it was cold and I'm driving home and it's not dark, it'd be like, all right, this isn't that bad. But I don't know.
Yeah, because
It's wild how fast it gets dark.
we have no windows here, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
So-
There are windows on this bus, but outside of this bus, there are no windows.
we have one in the other side, but it like hardly gets any.
Yeah.
So
Just some
if you're
inside ball for
listening,
you guys. We
Yeah.
also like to do all of our content right around lunchtime. So typically we just we have an employee fast
Mhm.
from the time you get to the building until after we're done recording. Cause
which is like 4 p.m.
yeah, like, Will and Taylor, they got super busy mornings.
Yeah, they just gotta work out. Super busy.
Get 'em.
Way to go, Mitch.
Well, yeah. So guys, thanks for tuning in to the post show.
Why does that say that right there?
I don't. Yeah.
Daylight savings time ending.
Maybe like states can do it.
It
And
says that,
federally
yeah,
they can't.
Oh, okay.
Bill,
Because
but
Arizona doesn't do it, right?
I think after this year they'll maybe have
Oh,
an
it's
option to
open
do
for
it.
your. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll be running for governor.
Yeah, drop who you guys are voting for in the upcoming election in the chat. And maybe we talk about that next time on the post show.
Yeah, next time we're on, we're going to talk about the David Beckham documentary too. So if you guys haven't watched it,
Shout out David
there,
Beckham.
if y'all haven't watched it, watch it. It's
on Netflix.
awesome.
It's on Netflix. Probably one of the best sports documentaries I've seen.
Is it like a series or is it like
4
one?
episodes. I'm super biased. He was our first favorite soccer player. And it worries me because in 7th grade, I don't have my wallet on me, but my ID, I had just got the David Beckham LA Galaxy jersey. And I wore it to picture day. And I was hype. And the crazy, but it's the jersey. And the craziest part about it is I put that jersey on like last week and it fits me. And I'm just wondering, like, yo, how did you go to school in that? Like, you just tuck it all the way through your shorts and like out the end, or was I just?
You still have it?
Yeah, I still got it. I'll wear it tomorrow.
Yeah, wear it tomorrow.
But yeah, shout out David Beckham. Shout out Shaq. Shout out LeBron.
Yeah, if you're trying to get on.
Yeah,
Push Up Tuesday.
Yeah, Push
hit
Up
up
Tuesday.
JP.
Shaq, looking at you.
Wait, who you got tomorrow? Do you have
McCourty? Yeah, maybe Jason McCourty. From Good Morning Football. So, like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, leave a comment, buy the merch, and
do all the things.
Follow all of us on Twitter and Instagram. Please.
Yeah, what else?
That's it.
Watch the vlog.
See you guys. Yeah.
Please.